Hi everyone, I'm Kat and welcome to my channel, Naturally Beautiful Girl. So today I'm going to be doing my July unboxing of the Teri Miyahira box. And I have a couple of notes to say first. This is her original subscription box. She just announced that she's going to be doing a capsule makeup collection box in the future. I think it's starting in August actually, and the idea behind the capsule makeup collection box is kind of like her capsule makeup collection. All the makeup is going to be in pan form. That being said, I have actually canceled my subscription for this box and I'm going to be switching to the capsule makeup collection box. I've done that for a number of reasons. First of all, the capsule makeup collection box is a little bit cheaper. It's about $7 cheaper per month, which I know doesn't seem like a lot, but I mean 3 months and that's already $21. So that's the first thing. The second thing is that I've been doing this box for a while and I feel like I'm starting to accumulate a lot of her makeup, and I like her makeup a lot and I think the packaging of it is nice, but for instance, compacts like this, as you can see, can get a little bit bulky to start trying to store. It's just a lot of bulk and I feel like I just have a lot of kind of bulky makeup that I'm trying to store right now. And so I think the pan form will also be a little bit easier to store and contain. Also, I haven't been super obsessed with the boxes recently, and so I thought I would just try something different and give the capsule a shot. Because of when I canceled my subscription, I'm not sure if this is going to be my last box or if I'm going to get one more of these in August and then that will be my last one. We'll see how it works out. But I just wanted to let you guys know what is going on and what to be looking out for in the future. Here's what the card for this month's box looks like. It says push beyond. So we have 4 different things in this month's box, but one of them is a brush to use with one of the products, and so I guess I'll start with those. So I've never gotten a skincare product from Teri Miyahira in any of the boxes I've had up to this point, so this is my first Teri Miyahira skincare product, and this is the Reset Hydrating Fruit Enzyme Mask and Exfoliant. And it looks like this. It comes in a little tub and it's 0.5 flow ounces of it. And I read the ingredients. The ingredients sound really nice. Actually, the second ingredient after water is normally the first one because most products contain mostly water. It's actually banana fruit puree, which I just thought was kind of interesting and different. But I've not tried this out yet and I do want to try it, but it's probably going to be a little while before I actually give this a whirl because my face is going through some pretty serious acne right now. Hopefully I've disguised it well and you guys can't actually see it. I'm wearing some pretty full coverage foundation right now to cover it up. But it is pretty bonkers right now, and so I'm trying to keep my skincare routine very minimal and just stick to products that I know work well for my skin and not throw new products into the mix until I get the situation under control. But once it is under control, I will definitely be trying that out. The product that actually goes with that mask is this brush here. This is the number 6 Teri Miyahira brush, and this is a face mask brush. So it's got this nice flat paddle shape which you can use to apply a face mask. And I'm actually happy I got this because I'd been contemplating getting a face mask brush anyway. I normally just apply it with my hands, but I don't know. I feel like sometimes having a tool could be easier with face mask. So I am very happy to give this a shot. I think all of her brushes are really high quality. I really enjoyed all the brushes of hers that I have already, so I have high expectations for this. And so I will definitely be trying this out, not only with this Teri Miyahira mask, but with other masks that I have as well. I will let you know next month what I think of this brush. I'm going to just show you both of these products first and swatch them, and then I will go into my usual little first impressions of actually using them on my face. And the first one here is this Illuminator, so it's a highlighter in the shade Seek, and I don't know, this is another reason why I am not continuing with this box. It's like, this is not a highlighter for my skin tone at all. Like, it is darker than my skin tone, which is kind of the opposite of what you need for a highlighter. But I'm going to use it as an eyeshadow. That's what I tend to do with products like this. But it is a nice kind of pinky highlighter. You can see it's got a nice reflect to it. So I think it'll make a nice eyeshadow. It's just not actually the right shade for a highlighter for me, but it is pretty. The next one here, also a little dark for my skin tone, and that's something I've heard actually a lot of you guys mention as well, is that the Teri Miyahira products do tend to run a little bit dark for someone with fair skin. So here is the bronzer, and this is in the shade Explore. Here, I'll give it a good swatch here. So here it is, swatch. This is Explore. I think, let's see. I'm trying to see. I think there's a slight sheen to it. Nothing too much. It should just make the face glowy. I might be able to get this to work if I go in with a really light hand. That's what I'm going to try doing. Also, I feel like this could be a good eyeshadow color as well. So I'm going to give that a shot as eyeshadow. So hopefully between all that, we can get these to work. I'm going to start off with the bronzer and Explore. And I'm going to pick this up on the Teri Miyahira number 7 brush. I find this brush just works really well for bronzer. The only unfortunate thing is that it's white, so your bronzer is normally pretty dark, which gets the brush pretty dark pretty quickly. This means you need to wash it more. I'm gonna try and go in really lightly with this because it is pretty dark. This isn't too bad. I think this, whoop, that's a little dark, but this is not as bad as I thought it was going to be, so that's good. It's definitely a lot better than that other bronzer that came a couple boxes ago, the one that was kind of reddish. That one was a little bit too much, but this is much more suited to a fair skin tone. I also kind of really needed to do some bronzing anyway. I was trying out a new face powder and it's a little light for my skin and it's kind of white casted me a little bit, so hopefully this will also help to kind of counteract that little bit of an incident there. You know what, actually I think I like this. I think that this is not a bad color for bronzer for me, which is a pleasant surprise. So I just went ahead and applied some of the Teri Miyahira blush and Alive to round out my look on my cheeks. Also, just to clarify what I was talking about, the other bronzer I was talking about was the one in Clarity, and I'll swatch it next to the one in Explore, just so you can see the difference in color and tone. So here is the one in Clarity on the right, and then the one in the middle is the one in Explore. So they're definitely different shades. And this one here works so much better for my skin tone. Next up, I'm going to use the shade Seek as an eyeshadow. And before doing my look, of course, I'm going to go in with this Alima Pure Eye Primer. Always do. I don't know why I always mention it, because you guys probably already know that I was going to use this. I'm going to grab this illuminator on the Teri Miyahira number 13 brush and just pack this on my eyelid. I have to say that this color reminds me a lot of the shade Sunset by Han Skincare that I got in a pudding board box not too long ago, so I'm not sure if they're exact dupes, but they're pretty close. I think it applied really nicely as an eyeshadow, but as you can obviously tell, it is way, way, way too dark as a highlight for me. So I did just grab the Han Skincare in the shade Sunset. I just wanted to swatch them side by side for you guys. Okay, so here, so way out on closest to my thumb is the Han Skincare in the shade Sunset. The next over is the Teri Miyahira Illuminator in the shade Seek, and I think Seek is a little bit pinker than Sunset. Sunset is a little bit more orange to it, but they're not that far off, so if you wanted to use them as eyeshadows, I could see them being pretty interchangeable. That's just my opinion. I just wanted to show you guys because to me they reminded me of each other, so I wanted to let you guys know what they actually looked like next to each other. Okay, I think I'm also going to take a little bit of the bronzer Explorer and use that to blend out my crease, and I will do that using the eye catching crease brush from MOTD Cosmetics. I think that bronzer actually worked really well as a crease shade. The nice thing I could envision about this bronzer and Explorer is that you could really use it, especially for a minimal makeup day, if you just wanted to bronze up your face a little bit and then just kind of define your eyes. You could go in with this to kind of, yeah, make your eye crease more defined. I've always seen beauty YouTubers doing that, like using their bronzer kind of just to define their crease on a very minimal makeup day. But I'd never found a bronzer that I could actually see myself doing that with. But with this one I could, so that was really nice. I'm definitely kind of surprised by how much I like this bronzer. When I first saw it in the box, I was like, oh, it's probably gonna be another too dark a bronzer, but I actually really like it. This illuminator, I could kind of take it or leave it. It's okay. It obviously does not work as an illuminator on me, but it is a pretty eyeshadow. But if I had gone out to purchase it on my own, I probably wouldn't have, because it is so close to the Han Skincare eyeshadow in Sunset. But you know, I'll use it as an eyeshadow now that I have it. And I will get back to you on the mask and the brush and let you know next time how those are going for me and if I like them or not. Okay, now I went ahead and applied a little bit of mascara and a little bit more highlighter. So now I'm all glammed up, as I like to say, to go to BJ's, because that is what I'm doing after I finish filming. But now is the time for my review of the previous month's box. So that was the June box. And in the June box, we had a lipstick, an eyeshadow, and a blush. I'm going to start off with the lipstick because I really love the formula of this lipstick. Like, this lipstick formula is definitely one of the best ones I have found in Green and Eco Beauty. I cannot speak highly enough about this formula. It lasts really well. I was wearing this yesterday and I ate during a lunch meeting an entire sandwich. Like, I was sitting there eating this giant sandwich at a lunch meeting and I was like, oh man, I probably have like no lipstick left on after eating this whole thing. I went in the bathroom a little bit later after the meeting and I looked, I still had lipstick on my lips. I was shocked. Like, there are not many lipsticks that can hold up through eating an entire sandwich. And a big one, like a big giant sandwich. So I was really impressed by this. Once again, I love how long wearing it is. I love that it doesn't accentuate the lines of my lips, but this color is really difficult for me to wear. It's kind of got a little bit more orangey brown undertones in it, and I don't like those particularly on myself. I found myself having to be really cognizant of the other makeup I am wearing and the clothing that I'm wearing in order to get everything to look not completely and utterly crazy on me. So that is my only complaint about this, is the shade, but the formula is excellent. And by the way, this lipstick was in the shade Liberation. The blush we got was this blush in Alive, and at first I didn't really like this a ton during the first impressions video because it is such a hot pigmented pink, but I did apply that today after I applied the bronze in Explore, and I've really come to warm up to this blush. I need the tiniest amount because it is so hot pink and so pigmented, but I really do like it on my cheeks. I think it gives my cheeks a nice, just kind of like a light pink flush to it. And once, like I said, you need the tiniest little amount of it. but I think it looks really nice when I use it a little bit, and I find that this one wears a lot better than most other Teri Miyahira blushes on me. I've had issues with other ones just kind of fading and just wearing off really quickly. This one does stay on throughout the day, so I really like that about it. I really like it. I didn't really know I ever wanted a hot pink blush, but now that I have it, I like it. The last thing we got in last month's box was this eyeshadow in the shade Serenity. I don't love this eyeshadow. I have other matte brown eyeshadows I like better. I just think this one's a little patchy and a little bit difficult to work with, so I didn't really need this one particularly in my collection. I'm probably going to be passing this along because, you know, it's just not an eyeshadow that I reach for at all. I just really don't like it that much. But overall, yeah, last month's box I ended up being fairly happy with it. Though, I have to say as a caveat, do not wear the Liberation lipstick with the Alive blush. I did that, and the whole entire rest of the day after filming my June Teri Miyahira video, it just bothered me because the blush is so hot pink and the lipstick has so much like orangey brown undertones in it. I just thought it looked really weird and I kind of looked crazy all day. But anyway, I did like last month's box. I like this month's box. I do think that the bronzer is nice. I think the illuminator does make a nice eyeshadow. I don't know about the mask. We'll find out about that next month. But anyway, I am looking forward to trying out the capsule collection box and seeing how that is compared to this one. So we're all on an adventure together, so we'll see how that goes. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. And also be sure to check out my Instagram. I'll have my handle down below. I'm at naturallybeautifulgirl. And once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!